Hello everybody and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to be talking about my league, a 40k league that I'm going to be jumping into. Yes, it's going to be ultra competitive. There are some amazing players, there are new players like me, and there is a variety of armies, and I'm going to be breaking down how the league is going to work and everything else, and show all of the groups and everything else, and have a little talk about it. And it's going to be amazing, and I'm going to go through my list as well. So it's all going to be good. So grab a brew, get comfortable, and let's get waffling. Yes, so we have a 1,500 point league coming up to our local club, and there is 4 groups, and it's pretty good. So I'm going to go through all the groups, but first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through my list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip the camera onto the side, and I'm going to bring up the side of the screen. I'm going to hopefully, if my editing works, and it works out the way I want to do, I'm going to have yeah, you'll see my list. Anyway, so my list should be there if my editing has worked. So my list is as follows, and I will read it to you as I am getting this. So it's a 1,500 point list. I think it's pretty cool. I think it's a good list. It kind of covers everything I need. It comes in at a whopping 1,495 points. It's a Space Marine Ultramarine Gladius Task Force, because Gladius is what I'm playing right now. I have a Jump Pack Captain with a Relic Shield and Thunderhammer with the enhancement of Honor the Vermint. So obviously, Salt Doctrine, lots of nice bonuses to my attacks and my damage and all of that good stuff. I have a Lieutenant for 75 points with a Bolt Pistol, Plasma Pistol, and a Power Fist. He has the Artifice Armor enhancement, because, you know, a little bit of 2-up armor save and feel no pain is always quite nice. And then obviously I have my Warlord, which is Rabuti Gilliman, 350 points, and obviously he has his Emperor's Sword and Hand of Dominion. Now, bear in mind, points may be changing because we've heard about this, but hopefully it won't be changing too much. So my first battle line unit is a 5-man Intercessor Squad. The Sergeant has a bolt rifle, bolt pistol, and a Power Fist. And then I have 1 grenade launcher, and the rest of the guys are standard. I have another Intercessor Squad, which is exactly the same. And then I have the other datasheet, so which is my Assault Jump Intercessors, a unit of 10. The Sergeant has a Power Fist and a Plasma Pistol. And then I have all the chainswords and bull pistols. These guys have been doing pretty good work with me in my previous game, so I'm pretty looking forward to them. I bought my Ballistus Dreadnought with the Las Cannon and the Missile Launcher and the 2 Stone Bolters for a little bit of shooting, a little bit of anti-tank. And you can also move around and move into positions that maybe that my larger anti-tank may not be able to do. I brought my absolute favourite Dreadnought, is the Brutalis. Like, why would you not want to bring one of these things? They are absolutely bonkers. 160 points. I've given it the Brutalis Talons because the Talons are amazing. He has the heavy stubber, and he has the 2 melter rifles, the 2 melter guns as well. Absolutely love the Brutalis. When I'm switching over to the Blood Angels, if you haven't watched that video yet, it's already up on the channel. I will be definitely bringing a couple of Death Company Brutalis Dreadnoughts, because they'll be cool. Then I've got one of my favourite models in my entire army, which is the Repulsor Executioner. It's a tank with all of the guns, and then added extra guns, just in case it needs more guns. So it's got obviously the heavy laser destroyer. It's got the onslaught Gatling cannon. It's got the rocket pods, the heavy stubbers, the heavy bolter, the rocket. It's got all of the guns, and the defense array. It pumps out a serious amount of shots, and it's pretty scary. Then I have to round out the list, I have a unit of scouts for 65 points. I'm hoping that these don't change, because I've got 2 units of them. They are pretty cool. So I've got the Sergeant has basically got a bolt gun, and then I've got a missile launcher and a sniper rifle, and then the other squad I have a heavy bolter and a sniper rifle. And that is my list. That is my list. So, like I said, going to go into the groups now, okay? So with the magic of editing, you now should see the 4 groups, or the 1 group, which however I've done it. And so group 1 is Stefan with his World Eaters. Really looking forward to seeing what they do. Daniel with his Orcs. Hayden, who's a very competitive player and expected to do really well here, with his Death Guard. Connor with his Space Marines. Not too sure which chapter he's using, but he has his Space Marines. And then Sam with his Tyranids. Really quite a nice and interesting group. The funny group, which is the Imperial group, is Tyler with his Blood Angels. Really cool to see. David with his Grey Knights. Tom, a.k.a. used to be on Strike and Scorpion 82, but no longer is, with his Custodes. I beat Tom in a 1,000-point game a couple of weeks ago. Feeling very good about that. Isaac with his Custards. And then David with his Dark Angels. Big surprise, expected to see David with his World Eaters. Then in Group 3, we have Mark with his Demons. We have John with his Gene Stealer Cult. Interesting. Chris with his Space Wolves. Alex with his Sisters of Battle. Peter with his Imperial Guard. And myself with the Ultramarines. So I have to obviously take Ultramarines because I'm bringing Rabutic Element. And then in Group 4, we have Dave Neagle with his Orcs. Aaron with his Tyranids. Roy with his Space Wolves. David with the Votan. And Liam with his Drakari, which is going to be pure filth. And then Adam with his Necrons. So some pretty interesting armies there. And a nice collection of armies, which is really, really good to see. So basically, it's a 1,500-point league. The missions that we're picking, which we'll be using prior Nexus, are relatively simple because we do have quite a few new players like myself who are still probably much getting used to the sort of mission format. I am slowly getting my head round with how the scoring in 40k now works, which is always good. We have so it's going to be really, really nice. It's really good to see a good collection of armies. Which is quite nice. Like Group 2 is really funny, where it's just all the Imperial players, really, which would be quite fun. So basically, how I imagine, and I think it's going to work if I actually read Hayden's post correctly, is that we will be basically playing everybody in our group once, and all of the games need to be done by Christmas. And then that goes into like a 16-man knockout phase. I believe 8 aside, and then you kind of come in. So basically, yeah. So basically, I think the groups are, how many is in a group? There's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think like there'll be probably, yeah, but I don't know. I think maybe one person doesn't get to go through to the knockout stage if you come completely bottom, which is okay. So yeah, you got your group stages, and then you got your knockouts, and then obviously the winners of that will actually face off each other at the very end in the final. It's pretty cool. It's pretty exciting. I know the Age of Sigmar guys are also running a league right now, which is kind of cool. Leagues are pretty good. They're pretty fun. Now, on lists and everything else, if you get beat, you are then allowed to change your list, which is kind of cool. If you continue getting beat, then I believe you get to continually keep changing your list until you win. But you know, it is kind of a knockout. You kind of do need to get the points, and you need to kind of climb. It's going to be really cool. So how am I going to do this? How am I going to sort of bring this to you? So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to use the trusty shaky cam phone and sort of do like a vlog, sort of beginning my games, looking at the armies, talking about the games while I'm doing it. And then sort of come back with a vlog style video of each of my rounds and a little bit of a league recap, and I'll touch base with Hayden to get the up to date sort of group standings as I do that, and then I'll continue that because obviously I'm probably not going to get to the knockout stages. I'll continue that with sort of updates if you want to follow the league to its conclusion, which would be fun. Yes, this is obviously a part of my journey of learning 40k, of trying to get into 40k better. There's some things that I still need to get. I still need a rule book for my shelf, right? Because I don't have one. So I'm going to have to sort of try to source a sort of a rule book. I'm happy to get one off eBay, so I'm going to need to get one of them. One, because I just want to read it, and I don't really have access to the rules. I think it would help me if I did. And two, I need to get hold of a prior Nexus deck of cards so I can actually start learning how to score properly. And I need just to continue working through my Vanguard Tactics Masterclass and continue watching and sort of learning from the tricks and things that Stephen and the guys actually lay down in that. But it's going to be really fun, and I'm really excited. And obviously, by the end of it, the new Blood Angel army should be at least playable to a combat patrol size level, maybe a little bit more, and the Howling Griffin should hopefully be fully painted, and they will be, hopefully, this is their final swan song, so I'm going to hopefully try to do them justice, and then they will be gone. I may even, before I part ways with them, get myself a one-day tournament in with the Howling Griffins, and get them out on the board for one last time in a tournament setting, and finish the arc, finish the chapter, finish the plan of learning to play 40k and getting to a tournament and actually playing a tournament properly and actually trying to take it ultra seriously and end in as high as I possibly can. That is the plan, and that is being the plan with this whole journey of learning to play 40k. So I think it would be kind of fitting to finish all of this with a one-day tournament with the Howling Griffins. That would be kind of cool. And yeah, so that'll be hopefully coming next year. So yeah, it's going to be super cool. I'm really excited. Oh, good figure. Really loving it. So yeah, if you do like what I'm doing, obviously like this video, drop me a comment if this is something that you want to keep track of and keep watching and you're interested in seeing. Let me know, because obviously if this content is the kind of thing you like, then I'll make more of it. And yeah, and I'll be doing that. And obviously share it with your friends, ring the bell and all that good stuff. But most importantly, hit that subscribe button. I am like 34 subscribers-ish away at the time of recording, away from my personal goal, which is 3,500 subscribers. And it'd be super cool if I can get that by the end of this month, and then I can push towards 4,000. I've always wanted a channel at about 5,000 subscribers. I don't know why. I've always wanted it 5,000. 10,000 is a dream, but, sometimes dreams come true. But we'll see how next year holds from that one. And yeah, we'll just continue doing cool content and being hyped for the hobby. Warhammer 40k has definitely rekindled a lot of love for the hobby that I'm having. I'm really enjoying playing it. Space Marine 2 obviously is really helping because it's just amazing, and I'm really loving my Space Marines. And yeah, it's going to be super cool. But thank you very much to everybody who has supported me so far, and I will catch you all in the next video. Ta-ta for now. Bye.